I'm pretty okay with this map anymore.
This used to be my least favorite. I adore this map now.
Yeah, it grew on me over time. I had a really hard time with it for like about 2 months right when I started playing, and then I was like, actually it's fine.
When I realized it was okay to not get the dragon until like 15 minutes in, I was like, alright, this is okay.
Yeah, you don't ever have to get the dragon, so it's fine.
You just have to keep them from getting the dragon and maintain an XP lead.
Prepare for combat. Choose a talent.
What do you say? Are you ready for this?
I'm with you. I see. I know what's going on.
I mean, I would be pretty much your only mines or your only hat target, so.
Time to man up.
Battle commencing in 10 seconds.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I make a fantastic hat
5,
target if he takes Adrenal
4,
Overload.
3, 2, 1.
Don't you steal my hat.
Fight well, heroes.
Dude, I'm perfectly fine with you going mines. Mines are annoying as shit.
I don't find shit that annoying. Just gross.
It's annoying when it talks back a lot.
He's dancing! EDC just took half a bar in HP damage.
Oh, the lag.
To dance.
This should be good.
The ancient shrines awaken. Control them and let loose.
The two support lane. Fuck this lane.
Raiders roll. You ain't feeling a thing.
Yes!
You and your totems.
It's all good.
Do you think
Nope.
if a Protoss that is attached to the Kala gets an erection that other Protoss in the area can tell?
They probably also get erections.
Got something special.
Right? I've been trying to ship that porno script out to Blizzard for like months.
Raiders roll.
It would have been the perfect tie-in to Legacy of the Void. Nothing. It's fine. Are we all business? Are we taking this seriously now? Okay.
Time to
I'm gonna
man
get
up.
punched to death by a puppy and a black man. Never mind, they went back to the hood. They went back to Ramsville.
All day long.
Okay, crazy. Hold the fort. I'm gonna go top.
You ain't feeling a thing.
I'm not sure that I've ever tried to solo Karazhan
I can't
as,
deny.
It's all good.
I got body blocked out. Yeah, probably.
Why are you so bad?
Daddy.
You are the reason we're gonna lose.
You're on Dog Knightsville.
Oh, great.
It's a good thing the dragon's terrible. And then he died.
Nope.
I'll head mid if you want to go top.
Meanwhile, in Syllable Land,
Oh, my gate! My precious gate!
That just happened.
Okay, clearly I'm in the wrong lane.
This should be good.
good strategy though. I like it.
One in the chamber. It's all good.
I didn't actually
Fuck
mean to hit
hydraulics.
that target, and now I'm going to die for it.
Rip.
Yeah, No,
You are rip.
I don't think I'll pour myself that other beer, thank you. I think I've had quite enough.
It's all good.
Why don't you go slap her out of middle then?
Steak, ping your mind nest. Okay. If someone else covers top, I'll go down there and see if I can prism someone into it.
It's
I am
fine.
probably dead. Unless...
The
Nope.
shrines
Oh, come
awaken
on!
once more.
Why click there?
Who will control the Dragon Knight's power?
That just happened.
Mira, Naziboland! And a bunch of fucking shit just pukes out of his face.
The dragon shall rest no longer. Unleash his power.
Run. It's enough to chase him off. Okay, I'm coming. Resume killing!
I don't know why he stayed. I mean, he knew you were still there. It's not like he was gonna kill me.
Yeah, well... Don't question Providence. Oh, okay, I'm gone. I am gone.
There's a big cow, man. It was
Cow in a
utterly
mud.
terrifying.
Do not want.
I'm gonna go mid, have fun.
I'm
Just what
not
this
gonna be able
experience.
to do much top, but I'm gonna just kind of soak it, I guess.
Also wanted the Orab. Ripley Lee. Listen to Zagara shit while I'm here. Lol, man, Zagara got killed.
Terminated.
Sounds like a plan.
No, I've got two here. Maybe, nope. No. Sass the shit out of them!
Oh, this is how I die. Oh god.
Raiders roll.
God, this lag is immense. Wish Blizzard would hire a single programmer.
Raiders clever.
Man, with Steak Land.
What do you have against couple programmers?
Say that louder, and I might actually apply tonight.
Rise again and take
No, you're too good.
revenge, hero.
Even rudimentary experience is way too good for them.
Talking about.
They need people who have never actually seen programming before.
Don't be that way. I need this job!
No, you don't. Not unless you want the bald man funneling you. I mean, maybe you do. But... I'm gonna waste this guy's time as much as possible. God, why is
Man,
it keep...
I spent some time in government
Blizzard.
contracting. I have no dignity left.
Zagara and Cowman are tough.
Zebo! Belong to me!
They held the auto attack damage.
Well done.
This is the most disgusting death that Nazeebo has ever endured. Slowly getting auto attack death by Lily and Co.
You know why I like Artanis? I mean, his kit's neat and he looks cool and all that kind of shit, but it's the way he just walks around with his blades out, like he's
How
really
goofy he looks.
grumpy.
He does look very
I'm
goofy.
gonna hit something
Also, we
with
are
my
losing
wrist
top.
blades. I care not for top. That keep smelled funny anyway.
God, it's like... Play your shit together, Blizzard.
Rather entertaining.
This is how I die.
Shall be remembered.
Rip. You're all rip.
See, I didn't check the minimap every couple seconds like I was supposed to. That's what happens.
Lol.
Let's
Law.
make it count.
I think Rhaegar wants a discouragement beam.
Time to make
Ah, he's in the fog.
Begin shrines.
Wait, there he is.
Unleash the dragon's wrath.
Every time I go to fight, the game just goes down to like 1 FPS. Their memory management must be absolutely abhorrent.
Destroy your enemy.
What, in the client or on the servers?
The client. Although I could also beat their
Actually,
Network.
the biggest problem is that the client is not optimized to have 8 different players at once.
well, it's apparently a big
10.
contributor is the well, their engine was quote unquote built to handle more than that because it's just a StarCraft 2 engine. But whatever they did to change the network for heroes, really shit all over it.
Keep it up.
So,
Apparently, it has to do with the lockstep networking.
how many players, simultaneous players, can you have in StarCraft 2?
I think 16.
sounds like a plan.
The pathing tends to break apart really easily though because it's terrible. But
I think a big part of the problem is that
That was rather entertaining.
with heroes you've got a lot of people doing a lot of micro.
well, what they did
in
the
Okay,
problem
yeah.
was that it's not the micro because you can do a lot of micro in StarCraft 2 as well, but it has to do with the latency for the actions of that micro because of the way the lockstep is. The way it was described to me is the delay. There's like a floor with how much the server will delay your actions, and it's very short on here. Which, if the host has if there's any kind of latency between the players and connections, everything tends to have a very big stall because it's basically trying to catch up all the players at once. So it's sort of related to that, yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot of micro, but I don't think you see this level of actions per minute from individual units on StarCraft 2 for this many players.
You do.
Like,
Yeah.
I can tell you right now,
You can.
that if you
MOBAs in
watch
StarCraft
this
2, man.
replay,
right on.
look, individual units is what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So like,
You can
we're
do
all
that.
controlling is,
Unleash its
oh, just kill me, don't leave me alive like this.
It was so
In
laggy, I
StarCraft-
could not do
in
anything.
StarCraft 2, you can do a lot of micro, but it's not on individual units.
No,
what I'm getting at
dude,
here
you
is
can
I think
play-
StarCraft.
You can play like Star Battle.
What I'm
or,
getting. Okay, I concede. But I do know for a fact that this client is very CPU gated, and
It's a monolith.
sound will fuck up this client really bad, as well as latency. And latency versus actual hardware problems are indistinguishable because it all has an effect on your FPS.
I don't even want to know what they're doing in this sound. It's probably incredibly stupid. Because, I mean, there should be no real difference between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2 sound, other than the increased channels.
I actually have a theory that when they decided they were going to make Heroes of the Storm and they decided that they were going to release it, they put as few technical resources into it as possible. It's all art assets, it's all design. Actual technical assets, they thought they'd be able to reuse the StarCraft 2 engine in its entirety, and it's just not the case.
That's why they're using Unity for everything else now. because the random people that I hired off of, you know, DVR or whatever were like, yeah, your engine's terrible. I mean, not that Unity is really any better, but...
Yeah, so they tried to repurpose it, and you can kind of see it in all the typos and all the weird language involved in the different skills and shit. Like, under the hood, there are certain skills that, yeah, they're named different things on different characters, but they behave identically and should be identical. Yep. But the wording in how they operate isn't consistent, and it should be if the shit was designed properly.
Blizzard's design is like embarrassingly bad.
It was a map originally, and then partway through development they decided, hey, we're gonna turn this into an actual game, or more likely the fact the engine couldn't actually deal with what they wanted it to.
This I really struggle. I really don't think they poured. I think they poured a minimum of technical resources into this.
No, I think
there were bugs.
It's like all their games.
There are bugs that have existed in this game for an embarrassingly long amount of time. Stuff that affects gameplay and balance and shit.
Are you familiar with Diablo 2? Because none of that's new for Blizzard. Blizzard's code is legendary. Don't even. Diablo 2 was never meant for the kind
Hell
of...
has more than 2 abilities, let's put it that way.
Diablo 2, every single missile in the game desyncs on creation.
Activate the shrines.
Every single missile without exception.
Yeah, and your attack speed is limited by your animation speed. Like, no one is arguing that Diablo 2 is a fucking bastion of good design, but it didn't need to be.
That's just the way it was, though. Well, yeah, I mean, Diablo 2 Classic, for how buggy it was, I mean, okay, but...
There's just a lot of shit that you wouldn't even know was broken, because just the way it acts.
The bigger issue is that Lord Destruction made it a lot worse, because it was basically all alpha shit from when the game was first, like Classic, and just slapped together as haphazardly as possible. Also, we are losing this really, really bad.
Not that bad. I mean, not to be optimistic here.
God.
No, crazy Chan.
Okay, now we're losing it really bad. Or, we're about to. I do think we've got a good shot at surviving
almost
this
died.
dragon.
The Ziva almost died to the Locust.
I shall reduce you to sand.
But yeah, I mean, I have like a novel worth of information about Diablo 2, just how bad their programming is, and pretty much all their games are that bad. Like, I mean, StarCraft 1 is a little bit better, but God, this performance. Warcraft 3 is even worse.
Seriously though, for the era in which Diablo 2 existed, it did not need to be that good. Like, yeah,
until
you
you
could
actually tried to
BattleNet
play
with it. You could BattleNet with it, but it was always supposed to be kind of a single-player LAN play type of thing. Like, I don't think that Diablo 2 really needed to be perfect.
Well, it didn't need to be perfect. I mean, for a company like Blizzard, getting even playable is like insane. But yeah, I mean, StarCraft 2 is just a goddamn embarrassment. But I mean, they're writing off of their logo. The whole thing is an embarrassment, writing game and all. But it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter how much effort they actually put into it, because it's going to sell no matter what they do.
God, the writing is really bad.
Like, I couldn't even begin to start on the writing.
Well, but to be fair, I mean, that kind of stupid tongue-in-cheek bullshit is why World of Warcraft has gone on for as long as it has. And before anyone says anything about their dropping subscription rate, as far as I know, they are still heads and tails above any other MMO.
That's because of the bots, though. The Chinese are definitely keeping them afloat.
But okay, if the Chinese are keeping them afloat, then there's enough demand for gold from the actual player base to justify it. So, one way or another, I mean, the game is still popular.
Whatever's clever.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's still popular. I mean, as far as the game is concerned, you know, I have a lot of complaints about Blizzard's games, but World of Warcraft is still
part
like,
of the
I played a
problem
lot
that
of them
Blizzard's
most,
lost their tongue in cheek and gone too goddamn serious with it.
and they're really, really bad at trying to write serious.
That I'll give you. Like, I remember Wings of Liberty.
Oh god.
It was not the best written thing ever.
I would describe Blizzard's writing as some of the worst I have ever seen. And
I'm
I mean,
going
I've
to
been in
kill
modding
you!
for like,
I love you!
I've been in modding for like 17 years, and I've seen a lot of horrible shit. And I'm dead. Rip. I've seen a lot of horrible shit in my time, but Blizzard really is like the worst. And that's the game, I think.
Dragon Knight's power.
That should be. Oh no, that totally is.
I don't know, do you think that they can find a way to,
Slap with her!
to unwin this game in a minute?
Slap with her, get in there! You're our last chance!
They could go for all 3 of our forts instead of the core.
Enemies have
You know,
dismantled
some people do that. Yeah, EPC is gonna go for the fort.
They do, but I think it is totally not gonna matter. The 4 of them can down it before any of us get up.
All the little interns are tanking it, so. Rep Abby Chan.
Baka.
defeat.
I mean, I like Blizzard. For the most part, I feel like the stuff that they deliver is polished. Like it's a good player
Have you played
experience.
StarCraft 2? Have you played World of
I
Warcraft?
have. Whoa, whoa,
Because
whoa,
World of
whoa,
Warcraft,
Whoa, whoa.
if you, in Warlords of Draenor, when you first step into the Dark Portal, like when you first start the new zone, if you look to the right or the left, you will see NPCs falling out of the air and shooting across the map at half the speed of light. They did not test it a single time. There are so many bugs associated with the intro area to Warlords of Draenor alone. Like I couldn't even begin.
Let me clarify this by saying I stopped actually I stopped at Burning Crusade. I came back briefly for Cataclysm and then briefly for Pandaria.
Yep.
So, I mean, don't get me